Good afternoon, guys. It's Tuesday, the 3rd of November, 2020. Welcome to We Ting Talkshow. Big up our sponsors. Yeah, big up our sponsors, Jab Juve for tonight's show, as always. Yeah, big up everyone so far that is joining the live. Hope everybody is having a good afternoon. Good afternoon, wherever you are, near or far. Right? It's a little bit chilly on the outside inside of the city of Toronto. That's all I can tell you about the weather today. Yeah. So once again, big up everyone so far. How is everybody doing on election day? Yeah, it's election day in the United States. Election night, not election day, election night. Yeah, so wake up everyone. Hope
Hey
everybody's
guys, I swear my phone, it's special, boy, it's special. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kitron.
what's up? What's up, Katya? What's up?
Were you following the election? Is that what you were saying?
Nah, I ain't following any election.
I can't hear you properly. Sorry.
I'm not following no election. You hear
Okay, I
me
hear
better?
you. Yeah. hmm
Hold on one second. All right.
Yeah,
Should be
much
good to
better.
go.
Welcome again, guys, to Is We Ting Talk Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, greetings again, everyone. So we have some. We have you have topic for tonight. I have one topic.
I didn't really have topics. I just kind of I was gonna switch it up a little bit different tonight, but I didn't really have topics. Not topics to say like to, you
Yeah.
know.
I have one topic that I
Okay,
want
yeah,
to
shoot, go
actually.
ahead. Yeah, go right ahead.
And guys, sorry for the late start. Just had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier on with that program, so just had to figure that out, and then we're good to go again.
Mr.
Right?
Wilson, come on in.
Hey, MC Cat, what's going on, man? Blessings on your heart, strong brother.
Oh yes, blessings, blessings. I remember from Sunday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hold on, let me just add up that topic there.
Didn't we had something like that before, like
No,
talking about going out of the relationship, coming back in and coming in
going
with a
out.
child and stuff?
Yeah, going out, but that's different. Would you give
Like
your
being in
man?
a relationship and coming back and
No,
going
but
out and getting,
that's being in a relationship, right?
yeah,
With the
right.
person.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for example, you're in the relationship with someone, right?
hmm
And for some reason, you had a
You went out to
child.
cheat, you came back, and then
Yeah.
you give it
Well,
to
you
your partner,
give it to your partner. Would you be willing to give him the child, knowing that it's not his, but
knowing that it's not his.
he doesn't know that the child is not his, but you know that the child is his.
Is
Right? No,
not is not
no.
his. Okay.
You know that the child is not his, right?
hmm
You as the
But he
woman
does
know the
not know
child
that the
is,
child is not his.
but he does not know that the child
Right.
is not his. Basically, you as a woman, would you do that? Would you
Me as
give?
a woman, me as a woman, no, because
Well,
I'm a mother. And
okay.
hey, cuz, welcome, welcome. I personally no, no.
Mhm.
Hi sis, hi everyone. Hi Demix, come on in, guys. Share the live when you come on in, please. We love when you share. Don't keep it to yourself. Just hit that share button and send it off to as much people as possible. Let them know what you're tuning into. We appreciate it very much. Yeah, no, as a mother, no. I don't have the heart to do that. No, sorry, couldn't do that.
So, ladies, how do you guys feel about that topic? Would you be willing to do that? Yeah. Would you guys do that? Would you guys do something like that for the man be there thinking that the child is his and it's not his?
Because remember, you have to live with this. This is something you're gonna have to live with. You're seeing this child every day in your eyes, and you're giving a man, as the Jamaicans would say, jacket, and that's a real straight jacket too. So I mean, that's in itself, that's unfair. No.
Well,
Mm-mm.
it is unfair, especially let's just say, for example, you give the man the child, and what happens if the child have like some medical
Remember, I was
issue?
yeah. We talk similar to yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Because it happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you gonna do then?
that's it. Because you're gonna have to be able to deal with that now and then. You thinking you might be a match for that child. Let's say, for instance, he has a disease that he needs, like let's say a blood transfusion, or he needs something that you have to get a match. He may come from a parent, a mother or a father, or something like that. Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow, though. That's
Mm-hmm.
unfair, fully. Because first of all, this child's life is in both people's hand. It's in the person that is the actual biological father, and
Yeah.
it's in the hands of the mother.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, that's a hard one. But no, for me, absolutely not. No,
No.
because that man didn't deserve that. If I know I went out there and did whatever I did, I'm gonna have to take that full responsibility. Not coming in and oh no sir.
But
Mm-mm.
like say for example that you
You
give the
didn't know.
man the child, you give the man the child,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the man start loving the child for like about 15 years. Or you're gonna tell
Why
the man that the child it's
is not his?
not his, and like the child and the man actually have a bond there already. How would you break that news to the man and the child, basically?
Well, as I say, I would not take the chance to do that. That's not my cup of tea. No. Some other people might think it's whatever, and play it off and whatever and do what. No, mm-mm, I couldn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. No.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you said, building a bond with that child and having that child as your child, you know, then now you're gonna have to say, I am not your father. And sometimes the kids kind of build a bond too, because I've seen one on I don't remember her name, Judge something in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Maybelline. I don't remember her name. And this man had this daughter, and the mother gave him the daughter, and she was like 20 something now at the time.
Okay.
She went to court to find out, I guess, paternity test to find out something things or whatever. And right then and there, they told her that the man that's been taking care of her all her life is not her father. And this man just broke down, and because the relationship he had with her, right? Good night, Mr. Net. The relationship he had, it was just pretty much saying,
Carla, this is not nice. You shouldn't be spreading rumors like that.
So yeah, it's
You say guav women. That's not good. You're just singling out them. Them women.
oh gosh.
That
So
is
I
not
mean,
good.
some people, like, I guess it might be a habit in certain areas, which some people can say, but people do that. A lot women do those things because either they're scared, or if they were to talk and say that the child is not his, he probably will walk away. Certain things financially, she'll be left with a burden in a sense because she has a child now, and you know, I mean, it's a lot of things. So maybe the fact that a person is scared to come forward and say whatever might look at her differently. A lot of things. So,
Well,
but
I
it
actually
doesn't. There's
knew
no right there.
I actually knew of a certain individual that
Hmm.
actually this actually happened to. Like
Oh wow.
like the woman, like she cheated on her and the person that she was with, well, actually her
Hmm.
boyfriend. They wasn't married.
Right.
Uh, she cheated on her boyfriend with like I think two different persons, and then for some reason she got pregnant, but she wasn't sure who the
So was it
father.
eeny meeny miny mo?
Imi mini miny mo. She don't know who to tell is the father of the child. So
Hmm.
you can. you have to tell the boyfriend that he's the father of the child. The child may not resemble him or something, but what you gonna do?
Wow.
The man loved the child for like about 10 years.
Right.
Yeah, but then you start seeing some features that doesn't resemble the man. It resemble another man that she was actually talking to at the time.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
See now,
So
then the child is being caught in the middle of all this. You know what I mean? Like now you
well,
have this
well, of
innocent
course.
child just being tossed all over the place because it's like,
So, but would you tell the child? How would you explain that situation to the child?
well, a talk will be had. Like you'll have to sit some time in that child's life. That child deserves that. Don't you think that? No, you're laughing, but don't you think the child deserve like honestly speaking, don't
So
you think the child deserve
no,
that though?
but
The child deserve to
no.
know that.
Let's be
I'm not
honest.
saying am I gonna go into all the details in terms of giving, like
No, but let's be
saying
honest,
whatever,
right?
but
Let's be honest. Like,
go ahead.
what you gonna sit down in breakfast, lunch, dinner?
I don't know.
How you gonna how you gonna
A walk
sit
on the
down
beach, a
in
stroll
front
on
of
the
child?
beach, a stroll on the beach.
Yo, that
I
would
like, yeah,
be.
you'll have to choose a time. I mean, as you say, when, like,
There
but
is
you're gonna have
never
to
gonna
choose a
be a
time,
good time.
right? A
There is never
perfect
gonna be a
time.
good
There's no
time.
perfect time. Take a time and make it perfect.
Mm.
You know? Yeah, it's gonna be a hard
Yeah,
one to swallow.
but where do you start from? Telling the child
You
that.
start from the truth. You start from the truth. Yeah. Okay, things happen. Adults are
So,
adults.
so
Things happen, and there was a breakdown in the relationship. And I went, like, I'm sure kids are not that dumb. We tend to, as I keep saying, we tend to make it sound like kids are dumb. They're not dumb. They have a lot of information. They know. They talk to their friends. They see things. So some way somehow you should be able to sit with your child and say, you know, she hope Carla have a liar. Yeah, yeah. I agree, Rachel. I agree. Yeah, the child needs to know. You
yeah,
know.
but hold on. I'm not saying the child doesn't need to know, right?
Hmm.
But at what age you're gonna put the child sit down and say, well,
This
this
is
is
what
what
happened when it
happened.
happened.
Yeah. At what age you do that?
I've always said, and I keep saying again, 11 to me is just like a number that always rings in my head. Because I know with me and my boys, like I always had that talk at 11. So I guess if you were to sit, it's like you're coming to, sorry, teenage years. You're not like a baby anymore. And your reasoning is a little bit more, stronger than if you were a 5-year old or something like that. So I mean, I'm just saying, some kids are very advanced. Like remember when we were speaking to Miss Benjamin, and she was saying that a lot of kids are advanced, and it depends on their age of reason, and you can speak to them at a certain age.
Okay.
But
So in that
this is a very sticky topic because it's a
s-
bit more.
so in that situation, should the man
Hmm.
take the responsibility of being a father to that child after knowing that he's not the
But then
father
that would be a
of that
decision
child?
he would have to make. If he already has a bond with the child,
Mm-hmm.
then sometimes that bond is going to be really hard to break. Even though he knows that the child is not his and he know his partner went out and whatever, sometimes some men they would just look at it as I love her, I care for her. She went out, okay, she made a mistake, she brought a child. Sometimes that's probably one of the blessings that
What is it?
he looked at it.
You love
He looked at
and
it.
she make a mistake?
Yeah,
You
because
call
I'm
that a
saying no, no, I'm
mistake?
saying no. Hear what I'm saying though. Yeah, I mean some people take it differently. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It depends on the relationship that they have. It depends on the bond that they have. Stuff happens, right? So he might look at it as okay. I mean, I'm not saying just right away just forgive her because I mean that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure conversations will be had and they can have that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, it could be a resentment. The man can look at her and say, no, I'm not gonna accept this and leave, right?
I think that would happen every time. I think after the child, no, after the man actually
Finds out.
find out,
Mm,
he's gonna maybe. I'm not saying 90% he will,
mm,
but I think he might have the resentment towards the child because of the mother.
Possibility. It's a big possibility because
Yeah,
yeah, you
because
might look at
just
the child and
imagine.
see the affair. You might
Yeah,
see
because
every time you see the child, it's
exactly.
a
I
like a
just
scorn, like
imagine, like say for example, you love this child for like 14 to 15 years, and like the woman come and tell you, oh well, the child is not yours.
mhm,
What are you supposed to do?
yeah.
And that's like and let's just say it's the only child you have so far.
That's yeah. That's what I'm saying. So even that again could be, you might even take it as a blessing to say, well, the child is
A
already here, the
blessing.
child's already in my, yeah,
Yeah, well, the
because I'm
child is
saying
already there.
I'm just saying like in different ways, because sometimes we might look at it as, oh, sometimes somebody look at it and say, listen, the child's already here,
Hmm.
you know I've been the one supporting this child, I've been the one in this child's life, the child only knows me as daddy or as father. I don't see anybody else stepping up. I don't hear of anybody else. Let's say, for instance, she decides to keep the biological father, a secret in terms of like not telling him, like disclosing who that person is and whatever. So that's on the back burner. That's there. The child is here now. The real focus now is the family. Like, are
Okay.
we gonna continue?
So,
Are we not gonna, break it up? And if they decide to continue, then
all right, and let's just say the real dad come into the picture now. All right, the real
then
dad come into the picture now, and
hmm
he want to play that father role with the child, and he
then he has
doesn't
two
want
daddies.
like, and he doesn't want like the first guy that was actually being dad to the child
Hmm. Hmm.
before
Hmm.
be that father figure to that child
Right,
anymore. What
right.
what do you do about that situation, knowing that
But
you're
he
the
has all
one?
legal. He has all legal rights too, right? You just have to. He's either, well, he does biologically. He, by all means necessary, he has right to the child, whether the husband or the partner agrees or not. He has all rights to this child. He has all rights to this child.
So what about the guy that been
The
playing
person that's
daddy
been
for?
taking care of the child.
Yeah.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to figure it out. It's all three people involved now. It was two, now the real biological step in. So there's gonna have to be a lot of talk and a lot of discussion and figure
Yeah.
out what's gonna happen, who's gonna be a
But
part of what.
just picture
Mhm.
this, right? Just picture this, for example. You as a woman, you give a man a child, right?
Mhm.
The child is not his, and he's paying child support for that child. Then come to figure out the child is not his.
He can take her to court too. You know that, right? He can
So
take her to court if he
so when
decide not to be a part of that
so
relationship
if he
anymore.
takes her to court, what
Yeah.
I'm thinking, if he does
Mhm.
take her to court, right?
Mhm.
Does the court system actually
Give you back?
give him back all that
Yeah.
money over all these years?
Maybe not all, because I've known a case like that, and he was entitled to a settlement. She was supposed to pay him back child support. Yes.
For how many years?
Yeah, from the time he started, once he had proof, from the time the child was born to the years he was paying. Hmm.
Okay.
And you can actually go to court and yeah,
Mm.
yeah, because it
Boy.
was misleading, right? Like he was the one taking care of that child, and he was paying whatever and doing, and he had like proof that he was
Yeah.
the one taking care of that child financially. Yes, he's entitled to go to court, and he can win his case. Hmm.
Yeah, because all them responsibilities of you taking care of the child from since the child was
Hmm.
a little kid.
Yeah.
Come on, you can, but you can't get back that. You know what I mean?
It's like, and then again, you as you say, building the bond with the child and having that relationship, that's gonna tear anybody apart, like anybody really, you know,
That's
because it's
that's
not
a
like,
breakdown there.
not
That's
like,
when it
yeah,
just
it's
break
not
down.
like 6 months. It's not like, even if it's 6 months, because let's say, for instance, you've seen the pregnancy, you've been there, you've done all the,
Nah, the 6 months. I don't think that 6 months, I don't think you're gonna have that attachment to the child.
No,
It
but
might, it
you
might.
never know because it depends. Some people are very active when it comes to being in a pregnancy with their partner, meaning that they can see the baby growing, they can feel the kicks, they can build a bond, they can be, things where they singing to that baby in the belly. They basically that voice that child keep hearing is pretty much you. So all that child know is you, to be honest, and they do hear in the stomach. So I mean, they hear waves, so they can hear there's a bond already there. So even if it's 6 months and she come and say, um, it's gonna hurt you too. Trust me. It's human nature, man. We have feelings. Men have feelings too, and I know they do. So
You,
it
you
will
actually,
hurt.
you actually believe the baby them here inside his stomach?
Really?
I'm asking you.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No.
Now we got to one thing again. You see, you just you just do that, and then we just switch to a different topic.
I'm just telling
Yes,
you. I
yes,
don't.
yes,
Why do you believe
yes.
that? Why do you believe that?
Let's not get technical. Let's not go into that. Okay,
I
but
know. I'm
anyways,
just
yes, they do
asking.
here, and there's a
I,
bond that mother
I'm just
and
asking you. I'm just asking you.
my aunt is the no. Listen, there you go. That's why I keep telling you. When I say
No,
things, I don't
I'm
just say
just
things because
asking you. I'm
my
just
aunt is one
asking.
of the head nurse in Grenada.
Okay.
My auntie-in-law is a midwife in England.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So when you do certain things and you listen to certain stuff and people speak or whatever, even there was a documentary when they doing cameras and stuff inside of mothers and stuff to see like response and stuff. You have to do these things. There's research out there. You guys can look at that too to see
Uh-huh.
the sound waves and different things. Yes, they do respond to waves. They respond to songs because songs is waves. And yes, they
Yeah.
do. Yes. Remember, a woman's voice is a bit softer. Father's voice is a little bit deeper. So when he
Uh-huh.
speak, it's like an attention, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a wave pattern that they're gonna get, and every
I, s-
man waves is different.
I still don't buy into that though.
All right, then fine. Look it up. Just look it up, okay? Just for my
No,
for
that
your peace of mind, look it up.
well, as that's just my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Okay. All right. Good.
That's just
Good.
my opinion. I just don't buy into it.
No,
No, you believe in Santa Claus too?
of course, with his big white beard. What's wrong with
I don't believe in that. You believe in Halloween? You believe in Christmas? All them thing too.
Yeah, all of them. All of those things. Every single one. Every single all. But anyways, guys, we're on the topic of asking what ladies would you give a child a man a child that is not his? Me, absolutely not. I have a heart, I have a conscience, and I would not do that. Never, absolutely not. No. Period.
I think some women would actually do it. For example, if that man is wealthy, I think they would do that.
Jesus. Really? It's all for the money, eh?
Of course, all for the money.
Okay. As I said,
Because
to each his
you're not
own.
gonna do
To
that
each his own.
to some broke man. Like really?
You might be surprised. You might be
What kind of
surprised.
broke man afford? Like really?
You might be surprised at the things that the
No.
human nature, the human people. Oh, yes. Might be surprised. Listen.
I
Listen. You might be
like
surprised.
I come on.
You don't think
Seriously?
so? You don't think so?
If I was a woman, I wouldn't do that. I think if I was
No, that's you see.
if I was a woman, I would have scammed a lot of man.
Oh God. Oh, yeah, not helping him. I'm not helping him. Not tonight. No, I refuse.
I'm just
Oh God.
you guys get the truth out of it.
Yeah, we do. We do all the time, every week.
I'm just, no, you have someone that deserve it.
Watch. You see how you just straight from the topic and all I think is me. It's not me. It's Kitran. Kitran, let me stay on topic,
I'm
please.
just saying
And
so.
please. Oh God, Lord. Don't
Someone
make me laugh. You
actually
see,
deserve.
Carla, don't easy, Carla laughing. Don't help him, Carla. Carla, please, I beg. Don't help.
No, but
Mm.
it's true though. I think some women would actually
Ah,
do it just
Jesus.
because that man
And
is
that's
actually
that's true.
financially
People
stable
do things.
and
Yes, yes, exactly. People do things for different reasons. Well, yes, yes,
exactly.
yeah. People do things for different reasons. I even had, boy, let's leave that topic right there.
Why?
No, because I was trying to bring a part B to that because I've seen and heard
Uh-huh.
when some people say that there are some women who tell men that they're pregnant when they're not.
Uh-huh.
And like all these, like, but who does it really affect? Like,
Uh-huh.
when they do these things and they make it seems like it's like a game.
So basically what you're saying like
Entrapment. All these
for
things you're entrapping you want to trap him to believe that you're pregnant. He's going to be there with you for all these months thinking that you are pregnant. And then it turned out to be, oh, it's either you had a miscarriage or no, wouldn't. But some men deserve to get. I don't believe nobody deserve to get no jacket, period, because the child is getting hurt. So any which way you look at it, Miss Black Beauty, I don't believe that the jacket, nobody needs
some
to wear
man
one.
some men deserve to get jacket, eh?
No, I don't believe that. Because again,
Boy,
you're putting a child in the mix of all this, right? There's a poor life in the mix of all this.
just imagine some men that have to take the responsibilities of actually being this child's father, not knowing that he's not the
Mm-hmm.
father. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some man wicked in it.
Yeah, and we know
Wow.
that. But we know that. We know that.
Why? How man wicked so? Go
And
have woman, eh?
it's just that sometimes, as I say, some people want to believe that if they was to get pregnant or they was to be that person for whatever reason, as you said, financial gain, financial stability. People do things for different reasons. People do things for different reasons. Whatever their motives are, is their motives, right?
Uh-huh.
So people do things for different reasons. So
So
yeah,
so you are saying that that could never happen to you. That is what you're saying. Or you would never do that under
no, I
no
would no,
circumstances.
no, 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 absolutely not.
All right. So
I know
if you
me, and that's that. No,
okay, so
no,
if you have all right,
no,
let's
no,
just say
no,
you know
no.
wait until I finish what I say, you know?
Mm-mm.
You, you don't even hear what I'm saying.
Because I know you like to twist things around. You come in all different ways. You're coming up with 10 different ways. Just ask me the same question. Get you out
No,
by
I'm
now?
just
Really?
asking. No, all right. So let's just say by chance, right?
Yeah, people, all
Your
you
be-
listen, like really pay attention. Listen.
your best friend is the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Your best friend is the
Mm-hmm.
woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your nephew is
Listening.
the man, and you know that the child is not his. Would you tell him?
Why? No. God
What?
forgive me. No. Mm-mm.
So then you what? You bad just like the woman then?
I ain't bad just as a woman,
Of
but it's her
course.
responsibility.
What?
It's her responsibility.
So wait, you're gonna let
I will talk to her if I,
you?
yeah, say
No,
my best friend.
hold on. So basically, if she doesn't want to do it, if she doesn't want to tell him, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna
Somebody
tell
else
him.
will. Probably somebody else will. Yeah. I'm
No,
not gonna, no.
so
No, Kitran.
basically,
You see, that's what I tell
you're
you. You
gonna
try to
stand. No,
switch the. I know.
no. So basically, you telling me that you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
stand there
Mm-hmm.
for, for years upon years upon years and upon years,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that the
Mm-hmm.
child is not his.
And
That's
then
your
I go
nephew.
say what I'm saying, and then all of a sudden, you know what happens?
What happened?
The relationship mash up, people gone a
So
certain way. I get blamed for people's relationship that they
so
so-called had and was working just fine and just nice. And I become the person that, no, sir, let somebody else do it. You have a lot of fast people outside here. Not me, sir. Mm-mm.
I
I'm
think
good.
you're
Thank
just
you. I
as
stay in my
wicked as
lane.
a woman.
Am I?
Of course. Why cover it up?
It's not my, not covering it up.
Of course you're covering up
Not covering it up.
because
Covering
you're
it up how?
promoting it. Oh,
No, I'm
you
not.
listen.
No, I'm not.
She
Because I will speak
remember
to that
she
person. I will speak
remember
to her. You say
remember
it's my best friend, right?
you speaking to her. Remember that's your best
Mm-hmm.
friend. She's not
Right.
related to you any blood or anything.
Right.
Your nephew
Right.
is your blood.
Right.
Yeah.
You see how you switch it up? You gotta tell all the people, you just try
No,
all
but I
tricks of the
say your
trade.
best friend.
Yeah.
Did I say you related
No,
to
no,
her?
I agree. I agree what you said. I agree to what you said, but I would not because I don't want to be involved in something like that. I don't. Kitchen, there's a lot of things I don't get involved in life. Eh? God love to hear the truth. It's a lot of things, a lot of people business. Boy, listen. I love to stay in my lane. You hear? I love to stay in my lane, and it works well for me. Okay, next topic.
What happened if it was your son?
Oh God, here you go now. You see you?
No,
We
I wanna
that
see.
conversation done. I done.
No, he ain't done
Yeah,
yet.
you done. It done.
Because
Anyways,
you
people.
said
So
because
I
you
was
said
gonna.
no, hold on. You said you're always there to defend men. I
Yes,
remember you made that
yes, yes,
statement.
yes. I did. Yes, I did.
Right now you're not doing that.
What am I not doing? What am I
Who
not
you,
doing?
who you defending now?
I'm not defending anybody.
Of course you defending the woman. You're
Well,
not
how am I
defending the
defending?
man
Kitchen, tell me
because
how did I just
you
defend the woman?
all right
Tell me,
because
please tell me.
you are you know
Mhm,
for a fact, right?
mhm, mhm.
Excuse me. That he is not the father of the child,
Right,
right? But because it's your
right.
best friend, you're gonna keep the secret.
No, it's not about keeping a secret. I speak to her as a mother, and I tell her this is something I believe is best in the best interest of the child. She needs to let the father know who is the father and who is not the father. So what you
Mm-hmm.
mean keeping secret? Me going to her
Mm-hmm.
and saying, "Listen, I'm a mother, and I know as a mother, kids need their fathers, they need their mothers, they need to know whatever, whatever. So whatever you need to do, you need to step up the plate and go and make sure that you need to step up the plate and go make sure that the child know, whatever, or let the father know that who is the father. Yeah, and it's her responsibility as a mother.
Okay.
So whether it's my nephew, not my nephew, whatever, whatever, it's their
Okay.
responsibility. Both the parties
So
involved needs
so
to
let's
do
just
what
say
it needs to do.
so if it was
Kitchen,
your
the
son.
topic is gonna continue. Let us. I had some stuff to do, and you see, okay,
All right.
people. So we're
Okay.
going
All
into
right.
something totally different.
All right. Let me hear what you
So
have.
today, I was gonna speak to you guys about positive, inspirational, and motivational pieces. Okay, every time we come on now, I'm gonna try my best to at least give one or two pieces of inspirational piece. Okay, so today's Tuesday, and I have stay positive, saying yes to happiness leaves no room for negativity and stress. Okay, next one, life is your mirror. What you see as your outside is always what comes from the inside. Next one, life, live the life you love the life you live. Bob Marley quoted that, and that's one of my saying. And half of my things that I put on, that's you're gonna probably see it on Facebook, on IG, and stuff like that. So I always believe in positivity. I always believe in positive quotes. I always believe in positive stuff, inspirational pieces. You go on my group stuff. You go on my Facebook. You go on IG. It's a lot of those things. Okay. So from now on, I'll try my best to always bring one piece or so if we have time, if we have no guests. And you guys can send stuff in too. If you feel like having a saying that you have, like a mantra, anything that you might have that you say on a daily basis or you live by or you believe in or you respect, share with us. So yeah. I do have more stuff, but we're gonna have our guest on shortly. So yeah.
Still have 5 minutes, eh?
Yeah, I know. I could go ahead with some fun facts.
What is, You gotta
Let
go
me do
ahead
some
with.
fun facts. Okay. So
Yeah,
from
you have
fun
to.
facts, this one was funny because I was looking at it. Anyways, if you guys want to follow this, you can go on Mine's Journal. And I like it because I do a lot of things with them too. I go on there and I see so much of different things, and I like to take things from there and post on like my group, or I like to just send to friends and stuff, just kind of like a little bit of brain teasers or looking at the world differently. So do you know that there is at least 6 people in the world who looks exactly like you, and there's a 9% chance that you might meet one of them in your lifetime? Do you believe that? Make it sure.
No,
6 people in the world that look like you,
no,
and there's a 9% chance that you might meet one person that look like you.
I don't believe that.
No? You remember sometimes people look at you and they say, you remind me of somebody that da 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 da. Oh, do you have a twin? Do you still live so and so so and so?
Yeah. I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No, I look like myself. Nobody else look like me. I don't want nobody else looking like. You, you you think
I,
there's
I
somebody else that
believe,
look like you?
yeah, yes.
Why?
I just believe, I
Listen,
believe
look
so.
like yourself. You don't want nobody
No,
looking
no, no.
like
I'm
you.
not saying, no, no, no. I'm not saying, I know I'm myself. I am myself, but I'm sure there's some resemblance of me somewhere with somebody
Where?
in the world. In the world. Yeah, sometimes they say they put like celebrity look-alike and stuff, and you see people look like people like slightly if they turn a certain way if the light is right. There's 6 more kitchens in the world. Oh God, 6 more people. There, oh no, 5 more because there's 6 in total. So there's 5 more
Listen,
there.
I wasn't cloned. Okay.
Oh God, here you go now. Here you
All
go
right.
now. Here you go now. Okay,
Anyways,
you ready? Are we ready?
yeah. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, what time we bring on our guests, guys?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Good night. How you doing?
We can hear you just fine. We're doing well,
We're
thank
hearing you.
you. Welcome to Is We Ting Talk Show. Are you hearing us okay?
Thank you. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
You're very
I can hear
welcome.
you loud and clear.
Nice, awesome,
Yes, ma'am.
nice. So everyone that's on the live tonight is gonna see you from the back end. You may not be able to see them, but they're gonna see you. So we do have a live audience. We do have people on live. So everyone, this is Miss Marcia Ford. And Miss Marcia, you want to give us a little bit of yourself? Tell us who you are, and then we'll take it from there after.
Good question. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on your show. How you
You're
doing?
welcome. We're doing well,
What can
thanks.
I say? I am just a kid on a mission, anointed and appointed. What can I say? I think you may have to get a chance to know me to know more. So I think that's all I gotta say. I'm super excited to be invited here tonight, and looking forward to be drilled.
Don't worry, relax. Just a little bit of drilling, not much. Just a little bit.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So, guys, Miss Marcia is, oh my God, Miss Marcia is decorated all over the place. She has all different projects, all different things. And she's working on a baby right now. So, we'll tell you guys about this shortly. Marcia is Jamaican born. She
Yes,
lives
ma'am.
she lives in Canada. She lives in Jamaica. I'm gonna put it like that. She lives in two
That is
countries.
true. That is true. That is
She
true.
lives in two country. So I do know Marcia. I do know Marcia family. But when I say she is a hardworking individual that just doesn't know when to quit, when to stop, when to sleep, when to, yeah, that's Miss Marcia.
Yes, I'm guilty of that one. Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start her off. As I said, she's Jamaican born. She lives in Canada as well as in Jamaica. She has a business that she's doing right now. She's a big entrepreneur that does everything, guys. Everything. Okay. So she is married. She has kids. She has grown up kids. She have kids. Um, Miss Marcia used to do a lot of things when it comes to going out there and not sitting down and not letting people do for her. Guys, she had a scrap metal company in Canada. She had a cake decorating company in Canada. She had a house cleaning company for many years, many, many years. And her business right now is called,
Sue and Sue Place.
all right, and that's in Jamaica, and that's over in Trelawney.
Trelawney in Jamaica. Yes.
Yes. So you want to give us a little background on the Trelawney, like the area plus the business and all that stuff? You could give us a little rundown of the business that you
Wow.
have in Jamaica.
Awesome. So what can I say, guys? Good night again. So Kathy, you're kicking me to the curb there, but I'll try to see if I can understand.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
So, so Sue and Sue Place is actually a vision that I got inspired a few years ago to put in the middle of nowhere, literally. So we are in Trelawney, about 2 hours from Montego Bay and about an hour and a half from Kingston. So right in the middle, or you could say we're in the cockpit region of Trelawney.
Right.
Now, in this particular area, there's no villa like
Hmm.
this one. So
Right.
I was inspired to put a villa with the intention to, to have when people are passing by. For me, I've always wanted to help. So I believe that when persons travel and come back to Jamaica, I wanted to create jobs in my community. I was tired of seeing
Right.
pregnant moms with
Right.
no jobs. I wanted to make a
Right.
difference.
Yeah.
So I decided to put Sui and Two Place in place to actually build this community. And it's going phenomenal. I've been on
Yes.
the ground for the last 11 months and I'm loving it.
Right. Right.
I'm thinking of not coming back to Canada. That's how much fun I'm
Don't
having.
say that. Don't say that. Shh. The kids and the husband's gonna listen. Shh. She's just
Yeah,
joking,
they're
guys.
already
No, she's coming.
complaining.
She's joking. She's joking. She's joking. I promise you. Yolanda, don't listen.
That's what I'm
She's coming
thinking. I'm
back.
thinking. I didn't say I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking. But yeah, so Sui and Su Place, as I said again, we are a gated community in Trelawney.
Hmm.
So we
Yeah.
provide services for wedding, banquet, conference,
Yeah.
a safe space, 24 surveillance. It's a
Yeah.
nice hideaway getaway. We tell
Hmm.
everybody if you want to come to Jamaica and go to the beach, do not come to Sui and Su Place. If you want to
Yeah.
come to Jamaica to find yourself, to recoup, to relax, to lay
And
your hair
relax.
down,
Yeah.
come to
Hmm.
Sui and Su Place. So we bring you back to reality from the fast-paced world that we all live in now. So we have a lot
Right.
of hiking in our community, a lot of farming around us.
Right.
There's a lot of activity except the beach. We have,
Right. Right.
river
Yeah.
hiking and stuff like that. So we do plan excursion, but at the
Right.
same time, we are not on the waterfront. So
Right.
most naturally relaxing, taking a breath back and coming to reality. A center space is what we promote.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know if Kitchen had any of the pictures or if you had time to put up some of the pictures. Honestly, guys, that spot is like a spot, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful, it's tranquil, it's relaxed, it's that kind of atmosphere. She said, you just want to
Yeah.
relax and kick back and enjoy Jamaica, the
Mhm.
hiking and that nice, peaceful, relaxing area. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely. So I just had like with the entrepreneur, as I said, I've seen that you've gotten your hands in a lot of things, and I don't know how you balance the 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 business, the family, the
Mm.
ministering, the like.
Ha.
Where's the balance? Where do you put that line? Where do you
Oh, the line. It's a
where
good
you keep
question.
that structure? How do
Um,
you?
there's something in the background that you can't see. It says that when you love what you do, it's not work. It is a journey.
Jeez,
So for me, for every
right,
level that I grew in life, it's never work. It is a journey. So I didn't do everything
right,
all at once. There was one phase that I was a housekeeper. There was one phase I was in
right,
nursing. So when my
right,
kids were young, and at the time, that's what I needed to do. There one phase when I work in a factory because we had to
right,
balance life. There was one
right,
phase when the Lord decided to take me from one level to the other, and I had to be obedient. And
right,
like this trip to Jamaica, being obedient, there is one phase where, the Lord said, scrap metal and I had to be obedient because he's like, I want you to build a hotel. And I'm like, God, you must be crazy. And how
Yeah.
can you build a hotel with no money? And I don't
Right.
know where I'm going to go and who's going to help me.
Right.
So I find
Right.
as for balance is it's more of a journey. So every
Mhm.
level that I grow, um, it brings me to a center space and it humbles
Right.
me. At one
Right.
point, I teach the cake decorating course for a while, and now, if you can see our background, you see our pics, we have decorations. I do wedding cakes, I
Mhm.
do the whole
Mhm.
fiesta.
Mhm.
So for
Yeah.
me, I learn a lot of things as I go along in life to get me to this space. So it's
Yes.
not a matter of balance, but it's a matter of a journey. And when you're in a
Right.
journey, you enjoy the journey because
Right.
that's what that's the memorable part of life, the
Right.
journey, the process, the failure.
Right.
Did I fail? Yes, I
Right.
failed. Did I
Right.
cry?
Right.
Yes. Did
Right.
I get frustrated? Yeah. Did
Right.
I win? Yes, I did. Did I
Right.
enjoy the journey? So a
Yeah.
journey is something more like you don't need a balance when you're in a journey because every phase is different and you learn to
Right.
lead it to a place where you understand
Right.
that you're not the pilot of the ship.
Right. Right.
A lot of
Right.
us try to pilot our ship, and
Right.
that's why we try to balance life and ship. But when we understand that the pilot is the creator, he runs the show. You build a
Right.
relationship with him. You follow his path. Like when I get up in the morning time, I'll go to my prayer room, whether I'm in Canada or Jamaica,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, Lord,
Yeah.
what now? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Where you want me to go?
Right. Right.
Sometimes I don't like the answers,
Right.
but because it is a
You
journey,
just have to
I am
follow.
obedient. I have to
Right.
follow. And sometimes I get scared.
Absolutely.
I'm like, God, you're going to shame me right now. And I find when I get scared is when he actually shows up and say, yo, run the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Do
my
this.
balance.
Right.
Following the plan of the king
Right.
himself. I know that it's a journey. I know that I'm
Right.
passing this way once. My
Yes.
kids hate this line when I say I passed this way once,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
believe I'm a traveler and I was meant to bless,
Right.
teach and leave a legacy behind. So for me, I am on
Mhm.
my journey and not so much of a
Absolutely.
balance, but following, the plan that was laid out for me before I got here.
Right. Right. Thank you for
Yes.
that. Um,
Yes.
in your bio, it says that you're a minister, you're a coach. Sorry, I'm kind of looking down and I shouldn't be. Sorry.
That's okay.
Um, public speaker, author, and you even wrote plays. So
Yes.
just give us a little touch on like maybe a few things, the public speaking. I've seen a few of your work. I've seen a few videos. I mean, Yolanda showed me a few stuff. So I mean, like
Wow.
there's you, like there's a lot of things, as I said, that I've seen you do as
Yeah.
sometimes, a lot of women look at it and they're like, oh my God, I can't do this and I can't. Listen, I only pull a few things, to be honest. I mean, ladies, it's a positive rap sheet. It's not a bad rap sheet. It's a very long rap sheet, but it's a good rap sheet, right?
I'll see if I
So
can wrap it up. So you asked, how do I come to all of these things? So first and
yeah.
foremost,
Hmm.
I did not know I was a playwright. So
Okay.
in my church, I actually left my church when my brother died. I was so
Right.
angry with church people. I'm like, I'm not going back to church. When I
Right.
went back to church, the Lord gave me a vision to do a banquet for my church for 500 people. At the
Hmm.
time,
Right.
my church only had 120 persons. And I went to
Okay.
my pastor and I said to him, the Lord said to do this for 500 people. He says to me, oh, Sister Marcia, I don't know, we'll never 100 and something people. I said, well, the Lord said this and the Lord said that. So he kind of gave me the go ahead. But I'm going to say this openly, which I get in trouble for a lot of people. They kind of hope I was going to fail
Okay.
because it looked very impossible because all the persons
Right.
that promised me we were going to do this, we were going to do that, we were going to do that, they didn't show up. So I was the cook, I was the decorator, I was the MC for this 500
Wow.
event in one night.
Wow.
And I had to write my first script and put my two children on stage, Mr. Chatterbox and Warmonger, which is the lovely Yolanda Fritz and Joe Maffrit. Now I didn't know that I was good, and then everybody keeps saying, "Oh my God, you can write plays. Where can they perform for us?"
Right.
So I,
Right.
I started getting gigs. So now I know
Yeah.
that I could write a play. Now that I
Yeah.
know I could write a play, so that was my playwriting.
Yeah.
That was my playwriting aspect of that was my playwriting. I'm at work, guys. So if you get a little
I know.
noise in the background, you notice I'm kind of showing, yeah, keep it down over here. So that was my playwriting aspect.
Yeah.
Now, a coach. As I grow, I find a lot of persons come to me to ask for advice and
All
say, "How
right.
did I do it?"
All
And
right.
I guess I find a lot of people. Why a
Mhm.
lot of people are not good mentors is because they're not able to admit their failures and their rises.
All
They
right.
they they think that they need to be to keep it hidden. Like for example,
Mhm.
I'll use this in my session. You ever met some older folks and all your life you know them, they're married to one husband because you're maybe 20 or 30. When you do a little bit historical background, you realize that they have 10 children for 10 different men prior to you even knowing this. And they'll never tell anybody that I messed up. I'm full of crap. And you know what? I've done it. So I
The
find that
realities of life. Yes,
the
yes, yes.
realities of life. So I find that my coaching skills developed from that. I went to school. I went to, I went to, I went to Canada Bible College. I went to Canada
Right,
Bible College, and
right,
after going to Canada Bible College, a few months later, I realized that, I started getting promoted. My professor was like, evangelist.
right,
What do you want to do for the Lord? And I started getting appointed. I'm like, I ain't no
right.
minister. I'm a gangster. What am I doing in the pulpit? and, and then I realized that I was not necessarily made for a pulpit,
Right,
but I come across a lot of persons that needed ministerial advice. And as
right.
I grew, then I
Ministering.
went
Yeah.
back. Yes, and I went back to study again, and then I got crowned Reverend for it a few months ago. I'm about a few weeks away from my doctorate in theology as well. So I just keep on growing because my
Look at
philosophy is that
you.
I'm here to serve and I
Awesome.
want to serve and I love people. So for me,
Yes.
it's actually making that difference and serving. So
Right.
every year that I grow in, some of them I go look for, some I don't. They just drop on my
Yeah.
lap. I'm like,
Right.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
And I find doors keep on opening. People look at me and says that you're anointed and you're appointed, and thus said the
Yes.
Lord. And I pray about it, and
Yes.
He says
Yes.
so, and I just walk into it. So
Amen.
those are some of the way I find my new talents. I didn't just get up and find my talents overnight. you know, once I went somewhere to speak, and trust
Mhm.
me, I remember. Oh, let me not forget about the speaking. Let's use my television series. So
Yes.
I love
Yes.
to
I
go
was
to
gonna
the
bring that
cottage.
up
Let's
too.
use my television. I love to go to my
Yes.
cottage, and my
Yes.
eldest daughter's like, "Mommy, let's do a TV show." And I'm like, yeah, I like how Oprah sits on her patio and interview guests. Now, mind you, I know
Yeah.
nothing about TV series. So it was an internet series. The worst thing happened to me. So I put my series together. I got my interviewed, but I didn't
Yeah.
understand that when I tape in the outdoor, I need a windsock to hide the wind. The same day
Yeah.
I taped was the same day I aired my short. It was a disaster. I
Oh
wanted her
no.
to take me in because I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It sounded so terrible. The interview was good. But the background was just, oh my God, did I do
Yeah.
that? I was so
Yeah.
insulted. I
Yeah.
never forget. Tony Anthony called me and he says, Sue, don't get discouraged, man. You're doing a good job. So he
Right.
directed me where to get equipment and, and,
Yes.
and what else I need for my next show. So by next
Right.
week, I was like a big time TV star, not knowing anything about it. Just going to my cottage, drinking wine,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
having
Yes.
fun with my kids because we
Yes.
relax on
Yes.
weekend time.
Yes.
Before the 6 month could end, we got a gig. My show was on Yes TV overnight
Mhm. Mhm.
as a rookie producer, writer, director.
Right.
So I
Right.
find that my talents actually grow as I humble myself with my journey, but
Yes.
I didn't
Yes.
plan it. And you know what though? I want to leave this with your audience. Oftentimes we pray for things and we're not ready to receive it.
Right.
Because when it shows up, we don't even recognize it because we're so locked in a box where our mental balance is.
True.
So when you pray for things and expect things, it will come to you. Like actually, I've always known the scripture, but it was yesterday I was reading Habakkuk 2, and I think it's verse 2, and it says, "Write the vision and make it clear."
Amen.
If you don't write your destiny, it will not actually come into play. And it also went on to say that
Amen.
if you write that vision, expect it to
Mhm.
come to life because
To
it's
come
waiting for you to pop
exactly.
out there.
That's it.
But for you,
That's
some
it.
people, they don't even know the power in their tongue. You know what I mean? I'd
Mhm.
often say that there's, as I was at Psalms 45 that says that my tongue is the ink of a ready writer,
Right.
and I speak the things concerning the king. We don't understand how powerful our lips are
True.
and how we can speak things and walk into them.
True.
So, as I said, most of the craziness I've done, I use craziness because every time I open my mouth and I go online, I said, hey, this is your girl Marcia, wife from the We Ting Talkshow, Cottage Talk. I'm having that. Everybody show up, and I'm like, yo, they're as crazy as I am.
I Anything
because
the
I
craziness
don't know.
works, yeah, it
I
works.
just
It
say it.
works.
I just say it, and
Right.
they follow. But when you are blessed and when you are
Yes.
gifted and the Lord has purpose on your life, that's how it
Yes.
is. So I just walk
Yes.
within that purpose
Yes.
and
Yes.
purpose driven. I can share one more thing, which was the hardest thing. You know a little bit of this. So about a
Mhm.
year ago, about 2 years ago, the Lord, after a lot of things didn't go good for me, the Lord said, I want you to go to Jamaica for a year.
Mhm.
I said, God, you must be mad. I'm like, I don't want to go to Jamaica for no year. He's like, yeah, I want you to quit your job. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, you are drunk, God. Literally, this is what I'm saying. He said, I want you to quit your job when you go to Jamaica for 1 year, and I'm going to show you that I'm God.
Mhm.
Girl, all that I built, I plan to bring 7,000 Jamaican Canadian dollars to Jamaica. When I get to Jamaica, all I had was 400 Canadian.
Wow.
I showed up broke. Nothing was going as planned. And
Wow.
I was just on my knees crying. I'm like, God, you
Mhm.
cannot send me to Jamaica to shame
Right.
me.
Right.
I can tell you evidently because I have been faithful.
Right.
In 3 months, what I would make in Canada for a year, I made it in 3 months in Suya and Tupelo. And
Congratulations.
I think that's where God challenged me to say, yo, just
Mhm.
stand still and
Yeah.
let me show you that I'm God.
Yeah.
Now, the pandemic hit, and trust me,
Mhm.
nothing is happening.
Mhm.
No room per week. I'm
Mhm.
broke. And I'm
Mhm.
like, God, I'm about to fail. But
Right.
because I believed, I was like, God, you sent me to Jamaica, my family, everything is out of place,
Right.
and I
Right.
wanted to
Yes.
quit, and I was
Yes.
just being faithful. And because I was faithful and has been faithful, things are happening now that have me saying, ah, but
Hmm.
trust in God and stepping into purpose and allow
Yes.
Him to drive you. If you ever
Yes.
drive your own ship or your show, I promise you, you'll crash.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think I heard
Mhm.
somebody put up, I think Denzel Washington put up something that said, I'm maybe quoting it wrong. He says that, why do you close your eyes when you pray?
Mhm.
Why do you close your eyes when you cry? Because the most beautiful things that happen does not happen with your eyes open, but it happens from the heart. It happens from within.
Oh.
It happens from that
Wow.
driven, that conviction that God actually gives
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And if you cannot clock into that, then you're in trouble. So I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
why I do all my madness, and I enjoy it.
You still call it madness, eh?
There's an old time philosophy. I always say this. Everybody say, "Oh, Auntie Sue or Sue." I said, I'm crazy," and I would say to them, if you're mad and you know you're mad, that means there is a chance to get a cure. But if you're mad and you know that you're mad, then you're really mad. Me always saying I'm crazy is just saying that I
Oh
do abnormal
man.
things.
Sometimes. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So, so I saw that you did a comedy show and it ran for a few years in Canada. So the Jamaican
Mhm.
Canadian Association in Toronto, you did a few shows with them and stuff like that. How was that? And what was the inspiration for the show? What was it all about?
Okay,
There
so
was
good
one I
question.
know. It was a play, House of Madness. Oh
Oh,
Lord.
so it is actually an interesting play. So it's some of my children writing the play,
Mm,
and then
mm,
I made them do this play, and it
mm.
was a little bit of home because, um, as I started talking about my madness again, I
Yes.
decided to put a comedy show out, and it was a sold out show.
Mm-hmm,
In no time, there was no room at the JCA for my first show. But the beautiful thing is
mm-hmm.
that the title was the title was the title was living under the same roof but not by the same rules.
Yes.
Oftentimes you have children and you have values and belief for them, but honestly they have a total different belief.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also it went back to me being the virgin that was still a virgin but had 5 babies. and
Right.
and it was actually ironic that I was a pastor as well, and the
Right.
virgin having 5 babies and still maintain her virginship. It was the
Mm-hmm.
storyline, and the whole long and short of the story, how did I maintain my virginship and have 5 babies?
Right.
And
Right.
it was actually a little bit twisted. I can tell you a little bit. So apparently, every time I get pregnant because I was a cheating pastor, I would get my baby daddies to go to jail. And I'll tell the children that I find some in the roadside, I find some in the basket, some was adopted, like my mom used to tell me. And I just decided to feel sorry for them and raise them. And
Right.
after doing just that, I was the virgin. And after a
Mhm.
while, my baby daddy come from prison and let the puss out the bag, and everybody realized I wasn't a virgin as I claimed, but I was.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but
Right.
it did very well. It did very well. The
Yes.
message went across very well. A lot of persons could
Yeah.
identify with it, and it was a sold out show for 2 years. We did it everywhere.
Yeah.
We weren't just in the
Nice.
JC, we were in the church halls. A lot of
Mhm.
persons sent for us. Again, just discovering the vision that God has for you is important.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
love that. I love all the, all the twists and turns and everything because I mean, sometimes even for people listening right now, I want them to just remember, take that chance. A lot of
Yes.
times we sit and we don't know our own purpose. I think last week on the show, I was asking people, do you think you're living in your own purpose? You're living the life you're supposed to live? Not just a
Hmm.
9 to 5 job and just sitting there and waiting for a paycheck, but do you think that is something out there that God has in store for you? Are you living in purpose? Are you living the way you think God aligns you to live? Not you in particular, but I'm just saying, like the people I was speaking to last week. Sometimes we
Yeah.
are so scared and we block ourselves from the things that we should be doing, and that's going to bring that joy to us you know
Yes.
and
Yes.
then I think
Yes. Yes.
sometimes too, it's being scared to fail, being scared
And
to
yes,
take the chance and being
that
scared to fail
yeah.
you know
That can be one of the main challenges that kills a lot of persons from inside. As I've said
hmm
in my book, Searching for Love in All the Wrong Places, that the mind can be a field of flower, a cage of pain. A lot of battles
absolutely.
that we lost today, we don't lose those battles physically, we lose them mentally. And if
Yep.
we cannot win them on the mental and the spiritual platform, then we will not win on the physical plane. And a lot
Mm.
of persons don't realize that we are spiritual beings, and our
Yep.
journey first begin emotionally and within the
Mm.
spiritual realm, and then transcend it into the physical. And
Right.
again, because we spend so much time feeding this flesh that I
Preach,
want
preach,
that.
preach, preach. I hope
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah,
listening. Yeah.
yeah. The
Preach.
flesh wants everything,
Yep.
but we
hmm
don't understand that until you tap into your spiritual man, you are a
yeah.
dead being anyway.
Yes.
So that's why we fail, because nobody wants to take time for the spirit. Nobody understand that their spirit being. I'd often use, for example, I would say to people that CN Tower, Suyen Su place, in order for it to come into the physical realm, you must first sort of actually give birth
Yep.
to it in the
Yep.
spiritual.
Spiritual. Yep.
I love Doctor Strange, because when you watch the movie Doctor Strange,
Hmm.
these people are seen
Mm-hmm.
beyond
Yep.
time. They
Yep.
understand there's a spiritual plane. And if
Yep.
you cannot live within both planes, then you have a problem. You
Yep.
need to understand that your tongue can actually bind and open territories, release stuff in your life. But a lot of persons today spend no time for their spiritual man, and that's why there's so much fear. Because if you don't know who you are, how are you gonna fight? If you have self-identity problem, you see, until you figure out who you are emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
spiritually,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot get out of this place unless you
Yes.
find a battle. And I can tell from personal experience, when I see young people or are adult that go through that phase, I sometimes hold back and said I want them to go through the process.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being is that when I was younger, I was very wild, I was rowdy. And my sister would say to me, hold on, life is not going to pass you by. But I thought that I was going to die and then get my share of the pie.
Oh.
I had to fail. I had
Mm-hmm.
to fail miserably to
Mm-hmm.
understand what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Mm-hmm.
persons today, why we fail is because we are losing a battle emotionally and mentally and
Right.
spiritually. And until we can conquer the battle on that platform, then we will never win in the physical realm.
Hmm.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope I hope somebody heard it. I hope somebody sits with it. I hope somebody listened, and I hope it resonates with someone. I really
Thank
and
you.
truly hope it does, honestly.
Yes.
Because you're right.
Hmm.
Sometimes we go out there and we think we're doing it by ourselves. And then, yeah, we fail miserably. It's not us. We're
Yes,
not the
we
captain of
do.
the ship. We're just the
We're
passengers.
we're
Just the
just
passengers.
passing. As you say,
Yeah.
passengers. We are passengers as much as we are caretaker for our children.
There we go.
Sometimes we get up.
Absolutely.
I want this for my kid. I want that for my kid. But
Mm-hmm.
who said
Mm-hmm.
that you had any plan in their destiny?
Mm-hmm.
Who
Mm-hmm.
says they're your kid anyway? You are only
Mm-hmm.
a steward of your children. You can do what thus said the Lord and give them a chance to come into their own. Sometimes it doesn't look like anything that we want, and as parents, it
Yeah.
really
Yep.
rent us. But we have to sometimes sit back and say, okay, Lord, I
Yep.
trust you.
Yep. Hmm.
And when
Mm.
you trust him, you will be like, okay, God. It may take you a while, but you will trust him because he will do it
Yeah.
for you.
True.
Again, it goes back to the physical, it goes back to the spiritual and the mental and the emotional battle that we must first win. You know, we go through so much emotionally that it's a wonder some of us survive because there's always an internal war going on. Paul said, every time I try to do good, evil
Mm-hmm.
presents itself. What was
Yep.
he talking about?
All
A
right.
lot of us
The
act like we
battle
ain't go through
within.
nothing and
Mm-hmm.
we have so battles we can't. There's some things we can't even talk about. If night should turn to day, a lot of us could never walk in daylight.
True.
But we act like hell no. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
perfect. It's not true. The battle is here. And until we conquer that platform, it makes no sense we fight because we must first find ourselves. A lot of people look for love and that self-esteem
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
these demons that are out there, these legions that are looking for people to prey upon that they can't see, then they get up and they create these platforms and you feel so comfy because man, I feel safe. And that's how we
Mm-hmm.
want to. We want to feel safe. We want to feel
Yeah.
comfortable. We
Yeah.
want everything that's good. Was it who said it yesterday? I heard somebody said I was encouraging somebody. I think I don't know. I don't want to lie, but I think it's a reggae song. But what they were saying that you can't always stay on the mountain because the mountain is not good. Now you need some valley days in your life because if you're on a mountain, like there's a storm brewing for Jamaica now, based on where you are, or the one that barely hit us the other day, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you're gonna get blown away. You are going to
Mm-hmm.
just fall apart. Your
Yeah.
valley is where you take a chance to find yourself, a chance to
Mm-hmm.
cry, a chance to grow,
Mm-hmm.
a chance to
Mm-hmm.
reboot yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
need your valley days. You cannot stay
True.
in one place. I beg everybody, embrace your negative and your positive
Yep.
because it will be the
Absolutely.
best thing you ever do. Own your story. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so I was this. I was a thief. I was a gunman. And so what?
Mm-hmm.
I was.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
Yeah.
me now.
Right.
So who are you to use my past and judge me?
Right. Right.
So when we own our story and walk with it now, Beelzebub realized that yo, I can get this one because they're up. Like for me,
Yep.
I can tell you I was a gangster. I can tell you that you ain't wanna know Susu. You ain't wanna know me. Nobody wants to know I'm in Jamaica. A lot of persons come and tell me, Sue, you remember when you somebody told me this joke. Seriously, this brother man told me he had a cousin or a friend that I
Oh
beat from
gosh.
school straight to their doorstep. And they had to use stone to get rid of me because I beat them straight to their house. That's how troublesome I was. But I own it.
I hope none of the kids. I hope hubby's not. I just pray nobody. They're not looking.
They know I'm crazy, so I
Oh my word.
yeah, but
Oh man.
owning it is it's important because it will
Yes.
help guide you through this
Absolutely.
ever changing world. We need to
Absolutely.
be able to navigate our way through it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So at Sue and I like I keep saying I call it
So
Sue
okay,
place
let me
because
help you. Hold on. Let me help
yes,
you out.
yes,
Sue,
yeah.
yen like the money. Yen.
Mm-hmm.
Sue. Sue, yen like money.
Mm-hmm.
Yen. Sue.
Yeah.
Sue, yen, Sue.
Sue Yen Sue. All right.
There you go. You got
Got it.
it.
Got it.
Yes.
Guys, I tongue twist, tongue tie. Every time I try to say the name of the place, I know how to spell it, yes, but every time I try to say it, I'm like, why does it sound so off? I don't know if
No, a
like,
lot of
yeah.
people say Sue Young, Sue Young, Sue Young, Sue
Yeah,
Yen. Sue.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what was your
Okay.
question about Sue Yen Sue place?
I was gonna ask you, what the name? Where did you come up with the name? Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for that question, as I just mentioned a little bit. So, Susu was a gangster. He ain't want to know Susu. So, I was embarrassed of the name. But I like to come back to Trelawney and walk in the community and greet the elderly. So, I'd find a
Mm-hmm.
few young men that would greet me and salute me. And I would
Right.
say to them, why do you salute me? They said, for a female, you're the only one that came back to this community and create this much jobs. I've
Wow.
heard many people said that had it not been for your building, their children
Mm-hmm.
would not be able to go to school. So now I
Wow.
realized that. Susu the gangster was not the name to be afraid of. Then
Right.
I go a few more places and I have people go like this around me and I'm like, what happened? They say they hear about me like a tattletale or a storytale, and they never
Yeah.
thought they'd have, and it still happened. They never thought they'd have an opportunity to be in my present,
Mhm.
how
Mhm.
the name, what the name
Yeah.
means to them. So
Right.
then I'm from a half Chinese background in Montego Bay that my dad disowned me when I found him. I was 12 years old. If you read my book, he had promised to come look for me. And because he denied me and I have Chinese heritage, I just thought, how could I turn my negative past into my positive? So Su Yan Su
Right.
represent my past, my present, and my future. So that's where the name come from. So I
I
embrace
like that.
my gangster, my daddy disowning me, and you know the polished side of Su Yan Su now.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's what the name means.
Yes.
It
Yes.
represents my past, my present, and my future.
Okay. I like
Yes,
that. I
ma'am.
like that. So at
Yeah.
Sui and Sue Place, what can we expect for like accommodation and meals and all that stuff? I mean, oh God, guys, I sometimes she put food up and I'm like, don't do that. Like, don't. Every like if I was to go and show you guys right now, I'm sure there's about 15 to 20 different plates on there. Fish, chicken, jerk chicken, like festival. There's guys,
If you
guys,
if
guys.
okay, so I'm gonna give you a secret. If you can dream it, you can have it. So I am a chef and I'm the cook here, by the way, guys. So I do many different cuisine from Chinese, Italian, Jamaican, and a little bit of African and mixture.
Mm.
So what I do, I use my madness, as I keep saying, my madness, and I twist it and I put it on a plate. And I love to cook and I love to entertain. From
Right,
having 5 babies and a husband, oh
right.
gosh, I love cooking, I love baking. So if you can dream it, we provide it. So our main dish is strictly seafood, lobsters and crab. The other stuff like the chicken and stuff, the steak is actually side orders. You have to actually call and order.
Right,
So our meal is done only to order.
right.
And again, if you can dream it, we provide it. And I can guarantee you, I'm not patting myself on the shoulder, girl, but man, it tastes good. I
I
take
could
a
only
whole lot of
imagine.
pride. I take a whole lot of pride in my food. You can
Oh,
see from the presentation, I love
presentation, man.
cooking.
I'm telling you,
I,
presentation is awesome.
and I do
Every
not use
day.
MSG seasoning. I do not use MSG seasoning. I only use
Right.
salt and natural, salt, pepper, natural stuff. As you say, every day, I give you a little bit of story.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there
here's
goes
some
the
of the
menu.
stuff. Yep.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came to Jamaica with this mission of mine to
Mm-hmm.
do promotion on my status, I thought I was gonna do promotion for 90 days. You know what
Right.
happened after 90 days? Everybody started messaging me. Did you close your business? What happened? We were enjoying your food. I'm like, oh, so as I wake up in the morning time, the first thing in the kitchen is the food, and I post
Right.
because I find people are so amused and they love what they see, and I find when I post, people I get more order. Can you make me this
Yeah.
dish? Can you make me that? Can you
Yeah.
make me a sea
Yeah.
bass?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it becomes a part of what I do, and I just, as I said, I love serving. I
Yeah.
love cooking. I mean, we're not open to the general public. So when you talk about a relaxation getaway, peacefulness, we have
Mm-hmm.
chaplain site. So if you love
Yeah.
praying, we have a chaplain site that you can pray. As you see from the air, from the drone view, our rooftop
Yeah.
is phenomenal. We are in the process of completing our pool, guys. Pray for me. The Lord is just using me, and I
Yes.
can't wait for that to complete. But again, a nice private exclusive getaway. I am
Mm-hmm.
being trained to provide whatever drinks. I have beautiful bartenders,
Yes.
waiters, and
Yes.
staff. I have a beautiful staff here
Yes.
from the housekeeping team to the gardening. I am
Mm-hmm.
just blessed. So when you come here, talk about feeling safe. 24
Yes.
surveillance camera in the
Yes.
Warsaw police station. They
Yes.
come and do their regular checks, so you know that there's police in the area. It's a very
Yep.
quiet area, but because the stars in the building, they check a lot.
They just want to make sure she's safe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my kids hate that I'm on the front line. They hate that I'm on the front line of the business. But
Yeah. Yeah.
when I was a kid, I'm just gonna make this short. I used to go to the market where my mom raised me, and I
Mm-hmm.
love going to the market and selling $10 pound for yam, $10 yam, $20 yam. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then I grow and I can't do that anymore because people are gonna mug me. So now I think I know it's gonna come, but for now I love serving people. I love when people come
Right.
through my doors, they get a chance to meet me personally, and a lot of people are still
Yes.
shocked because they're like, "Whoa, it's you," and I'm like, "Yeah, how
Yeah.
can I help you?" So
Yeah.
for me. it is the homey feeling that I
Yeah.
want everybody that come to get when they come to Sue and Sue
Yeah.
place.
And then again, too, it's your home. It's something that it's always been dear to you, something that you grew up into, you
Yeah,
seen and you love. So yeah, it's gonna, yeah. And
yeah,
yes, guys,
yeah,
she is front and foremost. Pictures, food, ooh, everything, everything, everything. Oh, and I saw her
yeah.
riding a donkey a few months ago, guys. Oh
Yes.
my
Well,
word.
the donkey name is Sarah. 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 The donkey Sarah. So this is what happened. I went for a community walk. You're gonna love this. And I saw this man and his donkey, and I'm like, "Yo, give me a ride." And he's like, "Come, Auntie Sue." So he puts me up on this donkey, and everybody
So you
calls
have
me,
all
"Who you go?"
different things you can do, guys. Donkey rides.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. How a lot of people eat yam on a serious level and they don't even know how it's
Mm-hmm.
grown. So we do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
yam excursion. We have Trelawney yam wine. We
Oh,
have
okay.
Matic rum. I do promote a lot of our own businesses because I believe,
Right.
we need to learn to do like the Chinese do, circulate our dollar within our community. So
Right.
I am for all the businesses that we do. I make sure it's upon my duty to network
Right.
and get
Yes.
involved
Yes.
from
Yes.
from the pharmacy to the
Yes.
funeral home.
Yes.
I get myself in the middle because I want to be able to, say, guess what? I know this person, and
Yeah.
how can we help you?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
networking is one of the greatest way to expand too, because you're
yeah,
bringing, you're taking, you're giving, so it's
yeah,
everybody's getting the
yeah,
same. Yeah. And I like that.
yeah,
That's really good. Yeah.
yes,
Awesome. So Kitchen, I
yes,
don't know if you
ma'am.
have any more pictures you want. I was saying that maybe you could show them a few pictures of like her place, what it looks like, so people can have an idea.
That's the
So that's the,
inside. Yeah, that's where I'm
yeah.
sitting right now. That's where I'm sitting right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Or they can just, oh wow, that's my television series. You got a lot of stuff from me. You're like Google. But on a serious notion, you could go to you can go to somebody just messaged me something.
I'm assuming
Oh
that's one
God.
of your TV shows that you were having or your.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit interrupted because somebody
No, that's
decided to
okay.
start what to
We're
start
just showing a few
WhatsApping me.
pictures. So this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
terrace area.
Yes, yes. Oh, you let me lose my chain of thought there. What was I saying? Oh girl, I'm getting old. You see, I tell you I'm crazy. What was I saying?
Think you're just talking about the pictures and stuff with the TV
Yes.
show. Mm.
Yeah, so I was saying you guys got a lot of stuff from me. You're like Google, but perfect. I like that pic. You know what I pick? Is my coaching session at my office in Brampton. So I'm at 100 Queen Street in Brampton, guys. You have
Hmm.
to book appointment to see me. But yeah, that's what it is. So
When she's back in Canada. Yeah.
when I'm back in Canada, I still do coaching session from where I'm at. So
Oh,
what I was
okay.
saying, if you want to see more, you can go to www.suyansugroup.com and you can make all your reservation online. You can see my clothing line, my son and his
Yeah.
clothing line as well. You can do so much things. Just go snoop,
Yeah.
do like
Yeah.
Google, see
Yeah.
what's there,
Yeah.
and you find a lot of stuff on our website.
Nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. So Kitchen, do you have anything to ask Marcia?
Marcia, I want to ask you, like during this COVID-19 pandemic, right?
Yes, sir.
How has your clientele adapt to the situation?
Wow, how does my client adapt to the situation? So first and foremost, at one point I had no client. Gotta measure
Mm-hmm.
it. When I have client like I have now, a lot of our Jamaicans are not too they don't like rules. So they
Mm-hmm.
find they come to free and so place, they get their temperature checked like if you're at any other fancy hotel,
Right.
and they have to wear their mask and all of these things. So they some adapt, some don't adapt. I have people check out of here saying that we are too strict, and I said to them by right. We have to respect our people. So some adapt, some don't adapt. Because some people want to come and they want to just step into the community with no respect to others. Because all
Mm.
our room are self-contained. So if you're in your room for quarantine, you're supposed to be in your room. And some persons adapt and some don't.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I think too sometimes, especially like you get the locals that's gonna come in there and they're gonna think, oh, I'm a local. So it's like It's
We
okay.
we don't really get locals. We're not open to the public. Our prices in
Mm,
US, we really don't
yeah,
get
true.
locals.
You did say that. You
Most
did
of
say
our
that. Yeah.
customers
Okay.
are only overseas, or if
Mm-hmm.
they're from out of port. We don't really get
Right.
local guests that much because
Okay.
we had to create that platform for what we set. So we don't get that much local. So
Okay.
it's more like
Okay.
overseas guests that come for a funeral and think, oh, you're at so and so place. I'm not in Montego Bay, so nobody's going to know. I'm just gonna come check out and check in, and our gates are automatic lock. So when you're locked into the building, you're locked, and when you're locked out, you have to literally be buzzed in and buzzed out of the building. And a lot of
Right.
for persons, because they think they are country, they think that it doesn't apply to them because they're not in Montego Bay.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they come to the building and they're like, oh, so why so strict? Why so this? I'm like, well,
Right.
this is me. This is what I'm selling, and my reputation means the world to me. I don't
Right.
want you to be here when when immigration of Sue and Sue placing and the health nurse show up at my door. I gotta say, you know what? One of my clients is in the community that should have been on quarantine.
Okay.
So I find that those
Makes
are the
sense.
persons that don't really like the rules because they know that they're coming for a funeral and they
Yeah.
don't book enough time to be quarantined. They want to just be out and about like it's nobody's business. We really
Right.
don't care about each other as a people, and that's sad. But those are some of the challenges we face.
Right.
So
Right.
what exactly do you look forward to in like the coming year in 2021?
2021, I'm looking forward to more businesses, more service, more growth, more improvement for the company. I think, to be honest, the virus did two things for us. It gave us a chance to sit back and look where we can improve, and
Right.
it shows exactly where we can go for the future. So
Right.
a lot of opportunities. So it has its negative and its positive, but I can
Right.
honestly say that, to be honest, I think the virus did more for my company. I'm gonna say this than the year
Right.
before. I make more income, more guests for this year than all my other years.
Wow.
I don't know if it's because we're not on the waterfront. So people from Montego Bay, they'll look to go places because they don't want to be in a congested area. I find
Right.
persons are more not because of the community. They don't have anywhere to be quarantined because they may have a small home. So
Right.
persons are going to need a room just a quarantine, like farm workers are.
Right.
So we are
Right.
right now. We're right as I'm talking to you right now. We're sold out. I don't have any
Wow.
rooms. Yes,
Wow.
and it has been
And when
that
they
way
say
for the
sold out,
last
that
one.
means it's a good thing. Yep.
Yes, we are sold out.
Absolutely.
So
Nice.
I hope that answer your question in regards to 2020. I'm looking to do much more things for my community, create more jobs, and have more fun with my people that will be flying in.
So
Right.
has there ever been anyone that inspire you to do what you're doing right now
No, the Lord
when
gives
you
me
just started it?
the no, no. I was in Canada, depressed for 2 weeks in my bed, decided I want to go back home on my 29th birthday. And the Lord came to me and said, I give you a project to build, go and build it. Nobody inspired me. I was divinely assigned. And he
Mm-hmm.
gave me a plan, a blueprint, structure, tell me not to tell anybody what I'm doing. And at one point, my very husband thought I was mad, and I would be very sad. And I go to my bed and I'd get dreams, and he'd say to me, if I sent you an envelope and I didn't address it to anybody, why are you trying to show people the content of the envelope? I was so lonely on the journey. And he said to me, the journey I've sent you on, I've assigned the persons to help you. So nobody inspired me. I got a divine assignment, a blueprint from God Himself, and I followed it literally like a mad woman, and that's why I say I'm mad because literally that's all I did.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I followed exactly what He gave me, and was willing to go through the failure and the rising. And even now, a lot of persons are surprised because a lot of persons build big house in the community, and there is only one person in the building, but they build it on a selfish notion, not to actually create jobs or to help other persons. And it was a divine
Right.
assignment, and I was obedient to it, and that's why I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now.
Right.
So do you see yourself like expanding your business in like different parishes throughout
I
Jamaica?
can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see. The volume went. I don't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah,
I'm
hearing
hearing
Kathy,
you
you
can you
now.
just
hear
fine.
me?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
hearing you
hearing me
fine.
now?
I I can hear you. Okay, let's see if maybe it's my van. Okay, go again. I can't hear
Are
your
you,
question.
you're hearing me now?
I can't hear him. I can hear you, Kathy, but I can't hear him.
Oh, she's saying
You
she
can
cannot hear you.
are you hearing me? You still not hearing me?
I still can't hear him. I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Okay.
You still not hearing me?
Oh, it's
Are you
kind of
hearing me?
low. Hold on. Repeat that.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, but it seems to be very low. I don't. Maybe your volume, because I'm hearing everything else.
Are you hearing me better?
Pardon me?
Are you hearing me better now?
Not really. I'm catching my ears there. Guys, forgive
Wow.
us. This is all I'm hearing. I'm listening.
Yeah,
She's
so
listening.
as I was saying, do you see yourself expanding your business throughout like different parishes throughout Jamaica?
Definitely do. I just celebrated my 40th birthday, and I'm looking in the next 5 years, hopefully, to do at least this on the waterfront. I just secured a piece of land in Portland in the prime area, and I'm just
Oh,
looking forward to polishing all of this to what God showed me, and look forward to build another one. But yes, I can see
wow.
expansion coming.
Wow. Nice. Nice. I like that.
Yes,
I like that. Nice. Wow. Well, I personally just want to congratulate you. I mean, a lot of people, as I said, they're going to look at it as you said, a mad move, and they're not going to want to take the chance. But if you don't take the chance, you just never know, right? You're still stuck. So,
yes.
whatever you do, the plans that you have, I just pray and wish, and well, I pray that God is going to continue to use you to do his work and
Amen.
continue to use you to just open doors, opportunities, gateways, doorways for people and yourself, your family, and that legacy, it's going to be a
Amen.
story. It's going to be a story. And Yolanda has to give me the
Yes.
story. I know it's going to be a story.
Thank you. Okay, then, guys, thank you
But
so much for
whatever
having me on
you're
your
doing,
program.
yes, we want to wish you all the best. We wish you
Thank you. I
all the
appreciate it.
best.
And thanks for having
We
me.
thank you for taking the time out. We do have audience, like if people want to ask questions. I don't know if you're ready to go, it's okay. We want
No,
to
no, no.
ask
I
people
can
if they
take
have any
questions. It's
questions.
just that
Okay.
I can only hear you. I cannot hear your partner. So if the questions are coming through you, I can actually
Oh,
respond.
okay, okay. Kitchen, you have
So,
anything to ask? You wanna?
nah, I guess you gotta ask a question since you cannot hear
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
properly.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to ask a question.
No, if you have anything to tell me to say, I could
No,
ask her.
no, I didn't. No, I
Do
didn't.
you have anything from the audience? Anybody want to say anything to her? Anybody want to
Uh, not really, not really.
respond to? Okay.
No.
All right. So he said he doesn't really have anything else. I just want to say to your group, I see you guys working hard. As I said, I see the things that you're doing. You know, I
Thank you.
see your stuff on there every day. I see the stuff that you're putting out, and yeah, you're doing an amazing job. You're doing a wonderful job. And guys, the place is, yeah. When I see that aerial view, awesome, awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. Very beautiful place.
Righty, thanks.
So
So we'll
all the
talk
best
again.
to you and your
Okay.
group, and continue to do a wonderful job. Thank you for taking
Okay,
the time
bless
out
you. Take
again
care.
from your busy schedule. Thank you.
Yes, that's okay. Thanks. Heading back to work now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, you had it here. It's Marcia Ford from Suyen Su Place in Jamaica, Trelawney. And we just want to thank you guys again, always.
How is my volume?
I'm hearing you fine. I didn't have a problem. I'm hearing you fine.
Now
So I'm not sure.
I think the reason why she phone got lower because she said she was interrupted before she got a call or some or a message, right?
That's possible. Yes, you're right.
That
Yes, she
that's
did. Yes, yes,
yeah, that's
yes.
yeah, that's the reason why her
Yeah,
volume went down.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, guys, as we said again, anytime you have anybody that you want to just showcase, anybody you want to that want to come on, say something, bring something to light, have questions, just want to come on and be a part of the show. We appreciate anyone that wants to come on and, will support, will encourage and stuff like that. And yeah, any topics you also have out there, guys, don't be scared. Send it to us. Ask us if we're willing to, go do an audience, review on your question, and we can bring it out there. We can ask questions. And for all who's on there tonight, I just want to say thank you. Appreciate everything that you do. Every time you come on, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being a part of the audience. We appreciate everything you do.
So is anyone watching the election tonight?
Oh, jeez, you're in this election again.
Listen, whatever happens in the United States affects
Yeah, I
us
know.
over here. Yeah.
I know.
So
That I do know.
yep.
I'm very much aware.
You sure you're aware of it?
Oh
Because
yeah.
it seems like you're aware of it.
Why would you say that though? Really?
Why you say me and the election again, man? This election
I
affect a
know.
lot of people in it, man.
Yeah. So who do you want? Who is your? Oh yes, yes, yes. No, I know. Okay, I'm not gonna ask.
Who's my
I
what?
already know. I already know. I remember.
What?
Okay. I was gonna ask who you were gonna who you were thinking is gonna win, but then I already remember the answer from last week, so it's okay.
Could I change my mind?
Yeah. So did you? No.
No.
Oh, see, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. I know because of the answers you were given last week. I know you didn't, and previous and previous.
What you say?
Yeah, my answer Biden. Well,
Right there, Biden go stay away.
yeah.
I'm not a Trump follower, but
Mhm.
sad to say, the man going
Yeah,
back
he's going back
in
in
power
power. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
4 more years.
Yeah. 4 more years of Trump.
Yeah,
But honestly, that 4 years flew, man. Every time I think about it, it just seems so like it flew.
I know, eh?
Yeah, it did. It did. Because every time I think about it, it's like it just sounds like he just got elected, and then all of a sudden, 4 years already have gone. So it's yeah. Talma said, "Take the old fool out."
But
Both of them is of same age, I think, or maybe Biden might be a little bit older than Trump. So
I think Biden is 3 years older than him.
3 years older, right? Because how old is Trump? 72,
I think Trump is 71 and Biden is
71.
74.
Okay. I don't really know their age, but I know they're in their 70s for sure. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure of the
You know
exact.
what? I
Okay.
think they should put an age and when you can actually like stop run for president or prime
Mm,
minister. They should have an age. These men and them are old already, man. They into
yeah.
like back then. A lot of them they cannot relate to the younger folks when you see a lot of them are there.
Yeah. Hey.
And plus, look at Biden. He's not even a good speaker, man.
And that's why I keep saying I've never really listened to the debates and all that stuff. I've never really listened. Biden more
Oh, she wants to say sensible. Yeah,
seems very
right.
sensible. I don't know.
Dalma, Trump. A lot of people may not see
Mm.
where Trump is coming from, but Biden wasn't Trump. Biden is the
in terms
devil in
of in terms
disguise.
of in terms of what?
He's the devil in disguise, man.
Okay.
Biden only telling you what you want to hear. Trump telling you the truth.
Right.
People may not like the truth because it go hurt them.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe you are right. Like I never really follow. I've never followed Biden. I've never followed Trump. I've never followed. Sorry. I've never really followed them, so I don't really know to say. Yeah. Don't know. Eh.
It's
You're
only I
tired.
think. Yeah, kind of tired.
Mm.
It's only. I think it's only Trump that actually gonna like stand up to this scamdemic that's going on. A political old man Biden.
The Wuhan flu, the Wuhan virus.
Yeah, as Trump called it, the one virus, China virus.
China virus.
whatever you call it. You understand?
Oh Lord. As you say, we just have to wait and see. I mean, as I said, I know he's going back in. I just know. It's
Of
just
course, he's gonna go
something
back.
you just look at and you pay
You
attention to,
you
you
look
know?
you look exactly, and then
Yeah.
you look at it like, say for example, like either way, let's
Mm-hmm.
say Trump win or he lose. To me, my opinion, I think it's bad for them either way.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though if Biden was to win, there's not much that he can do in 4 years if he was to go
Right.
there. There's not much change you can do in 4 years. How
Mm-hmm.
much change can you do in 4 years?
Yeah, that's true.
You understand?
The economy is
And
already messed up. The
exactly,
the
it's gonna take
the
them a while.
deficit is out. The deficit is like the deficit it doesn't exist because like beyond. The unemployment rates are like insane. The country's already wow, it's like a lot of stuff. Yeah, you're right. 4 years is like nothing for them to really. And even if they do 2 terms, like I find two, it still doesn't feel like they did anything. I
You
still
don't
don't
find
think
so?
they. No, no. I'm saying in general. Meaning, okay, when I say that too, I'm saying that so much things to fix. Then so much things to you know.
True, but look at what's his name? What's his name did a lot in 2 terms.
Who, what's his name again? Obama.
Obama.
He tried. He tried. Yeah,
Yeah.
he tried.
Look at Trudeau. He has done a lot in 2 terms.
Hmm. I
So
just find too sometimes like if there is like well some people come in and they make a big mess out of things and they add to the chaos and mayhem. So it's like you coming in for one
yeah,
term is
that
like
clean yeah, that cleaning up part,
hmm
that's a problem.
yeah, yeah. So
So
let's see.
I guess we have to worry about the
Wait and
China
see.
flu. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Once Trump goes back into power, the China flu is gonna go.
Of course. Once Trump go back in power, there's no more China flu. You mad?
Hmm. Yeah.
Once pandemic going away, you go see.
Because even I was listening to the news and stuff. I was listening to they're saying they're gonna open back up um what is it, restaurants and gyms. Was it last week we were talking about that, right? We were talking about the gyms and other things, and then all of a sudden today
But it's
they're
so
saying,
stupid.
but it's saying Brampton, so Peel is gonna be opening back.
It's
Toronto is not
bullshit.
because I guess their numbers and whatever.
It's stupid. You know why
Uh,
it's so stupid?
I just
Because I see in that article, I was reading
mhm
the article earlier,
mhm
and like they say, oh well, they don't want you to consume alcohol between the hours of 10 p.m.
mhm
and 9 a.m. And I goes,
mhm.
does that make any sense to you? What does consuming alcohol have to do with COVID-19?
But
What
when
are
they
you
were
guys
talking
trying
about
to
like if
fool?
you're in a restaurant, they don't want you to be out in
Restaurant,
a
it doesn't
restaurant
matter.
consuming
Yeah, but
alcohol
even
at that time to that time.
yeah, but even though you're in a restaurant, what does drinking alcohol have to do with anything to with COVID-19?
Right. And if you are scared of something, it should be more you people, somebody that's sick preparing your food. So
I don't know who they're trying to
I
fool
don't
in.
know. I don't know.
Whoever
As I
they're
say,
trying
from
to
since
fool.
it started, we've been getting all the mixed messages. We've been getting all the my sister. Okay, my sister's gonna have her baby on Thursday because she's having a C-section. They told her she has to come in and do a COVID test before she deliver, before they do her surgery. So she went in yesterday she went in, or was it Sunday? Anyway, she went to the hospital, did the test. She came back this morning. She got a message like a big alert. Your COVID test came back inconclusive. We need you to come back and take a next test. So now she just came back because she went and get a test done again. If her test is whatever, what is positive or negative, they're gonna be like big red flags. But she already did the test, so I'm asking her why they have her to go back and do this test again and have her being all worried and
So what? So
stressed.
what? So what happened if her test come back positive, or she
My
not gonna
point
be able to?
exactly. That's what I right. That's what I want to know. And it's coming back inconclusive. What does that mean? Like, what are you trying to say? Is it that she have it or she don't? So I don't
Hmm.
understand that. So she had to do the test now because today's Tuesday. Wednesday she'll get back the result, and Thursday is the morning appointment for her to do the. So I just find sometimes I don't know. I don't know. Just a lot of all over the
What
place
better?
stuff, man.
What? People need to just keep their eyes open. That's all I say.
Mhm. True.
Well, anyways, guys, it's that time again that we get out of here. So we
Yep.
want to thank each and every single one of you guys for keeping it real and just being,
Keeping it real.
just keeping it real, being yourself and behaving your guys self.
Yeah,
So
Marcia says she don't
we,
behave. Marcia
well,
says she do not behave.
we got some good audience, man. Come on.
Yeah, we do, we do, we do. I just
Exactly.
wish they could interact a bit more sometimes, you know,
Yeah, but
especially when there's certain topics and stuff, you know.
you know, so it is. So it goes sometimes. A lot of people may not like to use a thumb and start typing and all them thing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So,
That's true. But it's nice
anyways,
to know, you know, once we on, they can interact. It's nice.
yeah, true.
Yeah. So, guys,
So, is
thank
there
you once
anything you want to say?
again. No, I'm. Oh, one thing. Remember the fun facts? A person's height is determined by their father, and their weight is determined by their mother. Do you believe that? No, I'm asking too because these are things I go and look at, like things that just gonna like have my brain going. So I'm asking you, do you believe that? That your father
Mm,
determines your height and your mother determines your weight?
um, 50-50.
Yeah. I believe it's a possibility because but okay, so then it's the same thing. I guess you're saying 50-50, which is true because think about it. Sometimes you see some kids and their father is like not that tall. Is that jacket? Their father is not that tall and they're like 6 feet. But then again, too, it could be from genes. It could be from like the father's side. The men are very
Could be.
tall,
Could
and
be.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So there's one fun fact for you guys. All right. Kitchen, anything else?
No, I'm good. I was just
All
waiting for
right.
you to say what
Do
you
my
have to
fun
say.
facts.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Leave
All
the
right.
rest for next time.
No, I didn't have more. I was just joking.
Yeah, good.
I'm good.
I have to go sleep, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, once again, this is the end of our program. Is We Think Talk Show. We want to thank you guys. We appreciate every time you come on and sharing and being a part of the audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to our sponsors, we don't want to forget you guys. It's Jab Jab Juve Toronto. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. To Buddy and the team, we appreciate you guys all the time. Thank you.
Jab Jab Juve 2021.
Everybody, party, 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 we party. Is a vibe, is a vibe, is a vibe. Every time we touch down, down, is a vibe, is a vibe, is a everybody.
Right about now, we are in Toronto. It's all about What's a Mess 2019, my very first event. Big up Oats, big up BBF Bling.
Otoda, 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 hey, hey, booyah. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, everybody.
So, guys, hopefully 2021 we actually have a Jab Juve. So, as Katian said, big up Soul Vibes, big up Butty and the team. You know what? Today is actually his Butty birthday. But if you're listening on the
Wow.
outside,
Big
blessings
up,
on your
big
heart,
up, big
strong
up. Yeah,
brother.
man.
Yeah.
Blessings.
So, it's time we get out of here.
Have a good night, guys. Kitron,
Have a blessed night, folks.
good
Good
night.
night. Good night, Katian.
Peace.
Bless once again, guys. Until Thursday, we see you guys. We out of here.